Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a game for you on Hotspot. It's an arms race and it's a tier 10 match, and I'm driving around in my tier 8 Asashio B as usual, and yeah, I think you'll enjoy this one. I've got torps out on the battleships in the distance there, so we'll see what comes of that. I'm going to turn into this this point here that we need to capture, and the Kagero's right in front of me. Caught out a little bit there. Guns aren't all turned, so I smoke up. Can't really get much firepower down on this Kagero. Reversing in smoke with a nose on profile, so if the Kagero's torps do turn up, at least I've got half a chance of dodging them. Yeah, opening fire on the breast. Oh god, that sounds so wrong. And yeah, it's eating there in the distance, just to the left. Reverse out the smoke just in case that Kagero kind of tried to flank around. Might have been able to spot him there. Got some predicted torps out on the Zeton. Slim chance of hitting, I would imagine. Kagero's moved off into his own smoke, but do you know what? He's just been caught in hydro by our Frederick de Grosser. And hopefully I can take advantage of that fact. So I predict a shot in his direction of travel. And he might be slowing down, so I kind of re-evaluate that prediction. I know I'm going to take damage here, not bothered about that. And that's the first blood. So that's a good start, happy with that. That'll do. Now the Zeton does seem to be pushing in here. A great opportunity to get some torpedoes on target. You know, he's fairly close. He's 8 kilometers and getting closer, pushing in. I'm just going to reverse a little bit and make sure I've got my arcs in a good position, really. So a couple of predicted sets out on that fella there. Reload boosters available in just less than a minute. And I would imagine he'll have his hydro going, but I've predicted the torps in such a way that the second set, if he turns in, he should catch one of those anyway, that last one. And indeed he does. He had nowhere to go there. So that's kill number 2. So what mischief shall we get up to next, do you think? I mean, I think really we need to get this capture point that's right in front of me first. So we'll do that. Always important in this game mode to get as many capture points as you can as a DD. You're the one that's the stealthiest, so get yourself into those points as soon as possible. And here comes the plane dropping the parachute, which will activate the achievement here. And we've got an increased damage buff, which will do very nicely, thank you. Now I decide to travel over towards Atam's position, who's loitering between the islands here. There's quite a lot of ships about, and he's in quite a bit of danger. To our knowledge on the minimap, there's an Holland and a black, So that's two very dangerous higher tier DDs, right? There's also a lion, which I'd like to torp. The Immelman's visible, just behind that island there that I'm pinging. I want people to target that thing as soon as possible. Very dangerous CV at tier 10. So now it's about avoiding the aircraft carrier spotting and trying to maximise the damage and disruption to the enemy. The Immelman's coming in, unfortunately, so it looks as though probably going to get spotted here, which would be a shame. So I'm going to turn into that, slow down a little bit, and yeah, I managed to get away with not being spotted there, which was, you know, that was the goal really. Now I've got a choice here. I can turn right by the island in front or turn left. Holland pops up, so we'll get some shots into him. And that was a decent salvo. I managed to get 5 penetrations there, and with the damage buff did quite a bit of damage to him actually. That wasn't bad at all. Immelman's come back and harassing my friend Aitam, of course. Now I'm going to hit the speed boost now and get around the side of this island and see where this battleship is. All the time aware that that black could be turning round. Now he's been in that smoke to the north. He could turn up at any point. Very dangerous prospecting. In fact, if he does, I'm history. There's no way I can survive a gunfight with a black if he's if he's any good with his guns anyway. Let's put it that way. Yeah. So the lion pops up in front of me. I'm going to predict 2 sets, and then I'm going to use the reload booster as well. I mean, a sensible player would probably have sent a set on the Immelman, at least 1 set. But I'm not going to do that. I want to make sure that this lion goes to the bottom. I need to make sure, and I need to get rid of him. There's a lot of points there. There's a lot of damage to be had. And the prediction is not the best, but you know, I get 2 torps into him with the first salvo. 1 on the second. All the time wondering when I'm going to get spotted by these planes, and then managed to kill the lion with the 3rd salvo there. So the obvious target lies directly in front of me, right? Love to get a kill on the Immelman at this point. Now, it's not an easy prospect. If the guy is spec for secondaries, could have a massive issue. So I'm ready to hit the smoke at any point. Be very aware, rushing in on the Immelman. That thing can absolutely rip you a new one in a DD if you're not careful. And yeah, he has some secondaries out on me, and he's kind of bow on as well, which will reduce the effectiveness of that. Get a little bit of damage into him with the guns. We have got a couple of damage buffs there, which is helping somewhat. And yeah, he's turning away quite slowly, so I'm going to obviously take quite a bit of damage here, but I'll also certainly kill him with torpedoes, right? And then the Holland turns up. So yeah, it's gunfight at the Okeka out time. Yes, get a reasonable hit into him there with the first salvo. I kind of try and slow down and put his aim off a little bit. He's got a good rate of fire in that ship. Mine not so much. But yeah, there we go. get the Kraken, and the heal, of course. The Immelman's coming in. He really wants to finish me off, obviously. And he misses. So that'll do for me. That will do indeed. So the Asashio proves herself again as being an incredibly capable torp boat. And tier 8 DD in general, I mean, you know, you can't fault this ship. Not in my opinion. I know it has its limitations and you can only torpedo carriers and battleships in this thing. But you know what? The guns work. So you can also do some serious damage to DDs. Especially in this mode if you get the damage buffs, right? What a versatile little ship this is. I love this ship. I love it. So the enemy black remains, and probably not for too much longer, I wouldn't imagine. We've got 2 battleships in the main capture area there, so that's it really, and the points are going to run out.